I'd say the worst part of this whole experience was being in a really, really cold environment for a prolonged period of time. It was wickedly cold up there in Arkansas. And I mean, I really didn't worry about, not being able to eat that much because I knew I was going to get food eventually. But it was the cold that was the worst part of it because it was a really, really cold experience. But through that cold, I learned that there are really, really simple solutions to this big problem that we have with poverty, and that if we work together, we can solve the problem.
One of the worst parts about going to Heifer Ranch or experiencing it was that it was so cold, but I learned that to not take the little things like heat for granted.
One of the worst things I experienced this week was the living conditions that we had to live in. And I would say one of the best things I liked about this trip was that we worked as a family and we did everything together.
One of the worst things that I had experienced was sleeping in the cold with no doors. And one of the things that I liked was that we all came together as basically one group and we ate as one group.
One of the worst parts is that it was freezing cold out there and I learned not to take things for granted.
Okay, the worst part was that we had to sleep in the cold, like it was really cold, and the best part was that we all came together like as a big family and shared our food and had a big meal.
One of the worst part about this experience is sleeping in the cold. And what I've learned is that it's bearable when you have people surrounding you that love you.
One of the best parts of this week was that we got to experience it with people from a different church and we got to spend time with them. And I think one of the worst parts was understanding that a lot of people live like that every day and that it's not just something that they can get out of.